Rolling and action.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for... Now I've lost my mojo. I don't want to do this.
This is fun. This is really fun. Okay.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us for part 2 of our Q&A. We hope you enjoyed part 1. At least one laugh would have been had, I hope. One. And what do you...
Nothing. Okay, first question. Sheraharazade Holland asked Takaya, how was the transition from Play School to Neighbours?
Look, I think Play School shoots incredibly fast, so does this show. So it was actually really helpful having done Play School before, because when coming onto the set here, I was able to pick up and get into the speed and the run of the takes quite easily, where I think that can be quite confronting for a lot of other actors coming onto the show, because the show does shoot incredibly quickly. So Play School kind of prepared me for that. So it wasn't really a transition, it was actually more of a step up through Play School to get here. All right, next question. Davina Bajwa, are you Team Sonya or Toadie?
This is a trick question. This is bad because they're both sort of bad, aren't they? They're both in the wrong in their own little ways.
Oh, I'm Team Sonya all the way, so I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, Aaron loves Sonya. Aaron would have to go Sonya.
Yeah, for sure. Toadie, what were you thinking?
I'm Team
Buddy.
Nell. Yes.
I know, yeah.
That's where my heart's at.
Nell, Scarlett, you steal it all the time. Amazing.
Question from Stuart O'Mahony. Hi Takaya, do you struggle with all the medical jargon that David has to say in your hospital scenes?
Well,
Good question.
it's a challenge, I'll give you that. Sometimes they throw them at me and I don't have very long to figure out what they even are. So you kind of just have to go with it, and you do as much research as you can so that you're at least familiar with what's going to be in front of you. And hopefully they actually have the bits and pieces that you would be using or whatever. So things like, I've had to throw out like an amniocentesis, a CTG, a liver, what was it the other day? Dialysis and things like that. There's easy ones that are in like common vernacular we all understand, and there's ones where I've really had to go and check and make sure, or they might sound like something we've heard before but are actually a completely different thing, like creatinine, that was one. I thought it was a misspelled creatine, but it was actually creatinine, that's a thing. Yeah, so you've got to say it a lot more than you probably would for your usual lines, because it's got to sound like everyday speech, like you've talked about this stuff for 1,000 times, like you've researched it and learnt it for me, probably like 10 years now. Michelle Falcona asks, Matt, what is your favourite country in the world?
Australia. Hands down Australia.
Although England's pretty awesome.
Yeah, no, I've been to a bunch of different countries, and every time I come home, Australia's the best. I recently did a trip around half of Australia, 6-week holiday, and I've been to a lot of places in the world. This place is awesome. It's awesome. Everywhere's good in its own right, like Japan and the UK and lots of Europe and Asia, but this is the best. Leah Boyd asks Takaya, if you had been given the choice of playing either Leo or David, which character would you have chosen?
That's hard to say, because I think there's a lot of fun to be had in playing both characters. I mean, the storylines have been really cool for both of us, and they are very different characters. And as an actor, I'm kind of drawn to playing and feeling and exploring all of the experiences. So I don't think an actor should be given the choice of who they get to play a lot of the time. But I'm very happy that I was cast as David, and I hope that I'm bringing as much as I possibly can, and reflecting the reality of people who are in David's situation as authentically as I can as well. Because ultimately I think that's what we're always trying to do, is portray something authentic so that people who are in those positions in real life see themselves in that screen, see some community, and hopefully get something from that, get some support, or just enjoy the storyline as well, have some fun. So yeah, I don't know if I can make a choice, but I was very happy that I was cast as David.
Thanks for watching part 2 of our Q&A. The old David and Darren.
Hashtag Darren.
Q&A. You know what to do?
2 A's.
If you're on YouTube, you hit the subscribe button and you keep watching, because there's going to be more Q&As. Thanks, guys.
Bye.